Yo, peace, family. Welcome to Broken Theory. Today we got a special guest from Orlando, SKYXXX, aka Audi. What up?
What's good, my nigga? What's good?
What's good? How you living?
Finesse, baby.
I'm chilling, bro. Chilling. Just taking life one day at a time right now.
Nah, I feel it, man. Hey, man, you had some great heights for Orlando. You an underground legend. I just want to give you your flowers first and foremost, man. You one of the people doing it on a high level, man. Always bring the city out. Dope shit, man. I appreciate the energy, man.
I appreciate that, my nigga. That's real.
Nah, no doubt. So real quick, man, I want to talk about coming up in the underground scene in Orlando and how different it was for you.
Yeah. Let's go. What you want to know?
Yeah, what was it like doing the shows, like when you first started out?
Yeah, I started off doing like the open mics and shit like that out here. All the hood open mics. Damn, I forgot the address of that spot, man. The right across from 55 West.
I know you're talking about Soundbar.
That too, but it was before then. There was a bar where that smoke shop is now. It was called something West, man, 59 West or something like that. I forgot what it was, but it was a venue that they used to do open mics out of, and I started there, and then that's when I started coming up with the Kush Club brand, because I used to smoke a lot and I used to give out a lot of weed while I perform and shit. That's how I used to like kind of try to engage with the crowd, because it was more like a hood street crowd.
Yeah,
and a lot of people was just doing trap music then, and I was like the only dude wearing Vans and shit trying to perform and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I basically started doing that. I started with the open mics and shit, and then selling the Kush Club clothing out my trunk, out the car, and then moved it to online. And yeah, up until then I was doing that, and then we linked up with the Dope E&T with Tariq Sharif and Matt Zingler from Rolling Loud. Linked up with them just prior to that, right when I was putting the group Swamp Posse together around 2011, 12. And then we started getting on. Prior to that, we were doing opening shows and shit like that. We went on the tour with Riff Raff. We did the Juicy J shit. We had that billboard in Orlando. I don't know if you remember that shit. On the east side, we had the big Swamp Posse billboard with the Juicy J shit on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were doing a lot of opening shows for Dope E&T, because they used to do all the southern tour dates for all the artists and shit.
Yeah.
So that's how we started getting around Florida, is by doing the Dope E&T shows and pulling up to other events and shit like that. And that's how it all started coming together, was with Dope E&T, and then that music video I had before I got locked up called Bank, that kind of went the first versions of viral and shit. You feel me? Like, she got like 50K plays on YouTube the first like week, and it was going crazy. And then that's when Dope E&T actually picked me up and the crew to perform to do a direct opening for direct support for ASAP Ferg.
Okay.
And I was supposed to go alone. You know what I mean? I wasn't supposed to bring no homies, the keys, none of them. I show up with like 30 people, and I'm like, bro, this is just what it is. We got to perform.
Yeah.
He wanted me to perform one song. I ended up doing 4.
Yeah.
So I was like, boom. And ever since then, we've been hitting it with Dope E&T up until they started doing Rolling Loud.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That Bang song, bro, that was one of the songs. I think I was at some concert. I don't know what concert I was at, but you were performing that song, bro. And that was my first time hearing it like live. You know what I'm saying? With everybody going crazy in the crowd, bro. It was dope to see somebody from the hometown getting that type of love and support. And man, I'm happy to see where you at right now, man, and things are changing for you. Let's talk about that song in the NFL, man. That's crazy big, bro.
Oh shit. Okay, so you know. Come on, man. I to be real, I appreciate that. You know that I don't be giving myself credit for a lot of shit. You know,
bro. You got to, man.
Yeah. So that song is called they actually used that for Domino's commercial too, and NASCAR.
Yeah.
The song that was on the NFL was Chicken Dinner.
Chicken Dinner.
Hot,
Yeah, you're
Hot
right.
Boy
You're
was
right.
on P Valley and a few TV shows.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Hot Boy is the song I got signed for. Chicken Dinner is the song I did while I was with Warner.
Yeah, that's
So
fire though.
I don't know which one you asking about, Hot Boy or the one that was.
Well,
on
I know I seen one in the NFL.
Yeah,
I was like, wait, hold up, that's Sky, bro.
Yeah, that's with Party Favorite. That was after. A lot of people don't know when I signed with Warner, I signed for one song. Everything else I did, I brought to the table. So after I had got that deal or whatever, I had a friend called TK. He works with like Wiz Khalifa, and he's a producer and shit. I met him through my friend Ben. Rest in peace, Ben. So I already had like a lot of connects, like when I got signed. You feel me? And then so he set up a session with me and this guy Party Favorite. Party Favorite's done a whole album with rappers like ASAP Rocky, Ferg, like a lot of rappers, bro. And then so I was surprised that the dude wanted to work with me after he's done songs with all these high caliber artists, you know. So I'm like, all right, fucking my boy sets up the session and I'm out with my manager and we over here shopping and blowing my label money on clothes, and he wants to go shopping before the session. So I get there 2 hours late, bro. And I felt so bad. So when I got in there, the way how that song happened was I got in the studio and I immediately just went up to Party Favorite. I was like, yo, my bad for being 2 hours late. He's like, nah, you cool. I was like, nah. Like, you don't even have to be here working with me. Let me introduce myself after I get the first record done. You got a beat ready? And then he was like, for real? I was like, bro, let me just get straight to work now.
Yeah, you
like
got
I
to,
owe
bro.
you that. And I just wanted to respect him. You feel me? He's like, all right, bro, that song Chicken Dinner, the one that was on the NFL. If you really listen to it, I fuck up on the second hook. That was an entire freestyle.
That's crazy, man.
One take. And then I record like that. Like I'll go freestyle the whole take, but I'll go back and chop it up. Like I'll just like to get the initial idea out, the freestyle,
get
like,
that energy.
Whatever, get that energy I feel in the moment, and I'd be down to redo it. And he's like, nah, it's perfect just like that. So, and then how I ended up coming and winning with that was that he made another song with my ad-libs, bro. He made a whole other record with my ad-libs. That's crazy. And then
is it released?
Yeah, we released 2 of them. Mine's Chicken Dinner, and just go on Party Favorite or search Party Favorite in Sky. You'll find it. It sounds like some intro to some Batman. It's still being pitched for a couple of movies, to be real, but it's insane. Like it's
dope.
It's on some crazy
From
shit.
Ground up, we build beats that resonate with your soul. But in the lab, we don't just create beats. We manifest sonic worlds. Every drum hit, every sound or sample is calibrated to resonate with the frequency of your imagination. Let's build a universe where your sound reigns supreme for your next project. You can get in touch with me on all platforms at Fly Nonsense or flynonsense.com. Let's get it.
Finesse, baby.
So yeah, he liked it one take, bro. And then since I had that record and he had another record with me, we just decided, well, I'll keep Chicken Dinner and he'll keep the other record.
Okay.
And then Chicken Dinner ended up hitting like 5 mil, getting on a few, getting a commercial, getting 2 commercials and shit like that. Being on
So
the
what did it
NASCAR
feel
event.
like, you know what I'm saying, going from like where you were and the level of fame and like success that you've had to like reaching those milestones and like things that you like, dreamed of achieving?
Well, to be real, the only dream I had was to make this real for me, to get a record deal. You feel me? And when I got it, I guess with a lot of shit happening prior, like, my dream was to be with a group. Like, I like helping people. I wanted to see Swan Posse. You feel me? That's why even when I got signed and I went to the Warner Brother building, I didn't sign Sky on their wall. I put Swan Posse. Even though they weren't with me there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I guess that affected maybe a little bit of the way I felt, or maybe I was just putting in so much work that it was already real to me, and it felt like a job. So when I got signed, bro, being able to touch money off your work, especially one song, bro. It's not like I got like for an album or nothing. Like, feel me? Like I really won. Like my deal, really nobody knows like the extent to how like that was so cool. Like what happened, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, you don't gotta talk like dollars as far as that goes, but how did the process go? Because I mean, people may not even know that you could land a deal for just a single, man. How was it like getting that deal for just a single record from a big company like that?
Well, that was I'll tell you the dollar amount of what they of what was offered, just so people know it's possible.
That's fire.
Hot Boy I had recorded a year before, probably a year and a half or two before I got signed. And prior to the Warner shit, I had that song and I freestyled that song. That was a one-take song, bro. The phone call with the girl and I'm like, hey, you trying to get your booty ate, blah, blah, on the song. That's real. Like, that landed right on beat. Like, we didn't fit it in there. I called the girl literally on that part. And
right before you was about to go in.
And it ended. No, like, there was a part of the song that had like a little opening and I was like, yo, I'm gonna call this girl, let's see what she says, and then we'll use it as a skit. And it ended up dropping perfectly on the beat.
Crazy,
like,
bro.
we recorded it from the phone onto the microphone. It was just a meant to be thing, Like, it just worked out. And there was something in me that knew that song could work. Like, my whole time recording and performing, which I guess affected how I felt when I got signed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as an artist, once you get enough hours in and you perform and shit like that, like when you see me perform Bank. See, Bank, like, after a while, I knew Bank would hit in a performing setting. You feel me? Like, same thing about Hot Boy. I was like, yo, this will bang on some performing shit.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm growing up and I'm also chilling out. You feel me? So my priority isn't mosh pits. It wasn't mosh pits no more, going crazy or starting fights no more. It was more like, damn, am I still this person? Like,
yeah,
So when I got signed, how that happened was I knew the song would hit. So prior to the whole Warner thing, when we were still doing the Swamp Posse thing with Dopey and T, we had connects with Interscope. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had called the guy, the old connect I had at Interscope, and I sent him Hot Boy, and he called me back, and he was like, yo, bro, I played this 40 times, back to back. He was like, bro, I could get you a deal with this right now, but you should shoot a video, that way I could market you and get you a better deal. So I went and I got a peer space in LA. I got Ben, I got legit looks came to help me.
What year was that?
This was how long I had that? I got signed 2019, so this has to be 2018 when we did the video.
Okay. So you was locked in with Peerspace for a minute. For those that don't know, Peerspace is a place that y'all can, rent other people's spaces and use them for like photo shoots, music videos, things of this nature. So
yeah, and it's funny because the Hot Boy video, the 2 rooms I used, I'm the first person to ever do a video in.
Wow.
And those same rooms are all over the place now. That's what's funny. But yeah, actually one of the rooms, I don't know if you remember the video with the bed scene and me and the girl, not the remix with Chopper, but the first one.
Yeah.
That time I'm wearing like a blue shirt and a yellow hat inside that room.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
So that room was being built. We only rented one room. So the first scene with the red chair where I'm wearing the camo and the black, we were supposed to do it all in that peer space. And then the guy was like, oh, you want to see my other one I just finished building right across the hall? Uh-huh. So we went in there. He let us shoot in there for free. And we were the first ones to ever step foot in there.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. That's
wild. So it's low-key little legendary details, bro, because there's a lot of people using those spots now, bro. There's even porno stars even use them spots after. But so I did the video based off the hunch that the Interscope guy gave me, right?
Yeah.
So I did that and I sent it to him and I was waiting on a reply. While waiting, I ended up going to I was in Cali, and I met actually this is just in the process of getting signed. I'll let you know how just Hot Boy worked. So anyway, I was gonna move to Cali after shooting that video. I was gonna move over there with Ben. I only had like 2 G's left, bro. Like, and I was just gonna go out there, live with him, and thug it out because he introduced me to an engineer. Yeah, I only had 2 G's, bro. So go over there, and then I lost the 2 G's the first day because I gave him the $1,500 for rent. You feel me? The first day I got there for that month. Okay, when I was coming back, so when I came back to move here with 2 Gs, I had got contacted online by this guy named Tabari Francis, right?
Okay.
So the day before I'm flying out to Cali with my last 2 Gs to go move over there to go work with this engineer from Paramount that said, yo, I'll record you whenever for free. You just got to move to Cali, and whenever I got a session, I'll record you and help you build your shit. So mind you, I'm going to Cali not knowing, like, if, you know, I was going over there ready to try to make shit work. And then I get called the day before by Tabari Francis, who became my manager. And he saw the clip of Hot Boy on my IG page. He was like, yo, what is this? I was like, oh, it's a video I got in the talk. He's like, it's not released. I'm like, nah. He's like, send me the whole video. I sent it to him. He's like, yo, bro, I want to fly you out to Cali. I'm like, I'm actually going to be there tomorrow. He's like, what? He's like, I'll pick you up from the airport. I was like, all right. So he picks me up from the airport. We had a long 2-hour drive from the airport up to Woodland Hills, where he had an artist compound. We had a long conversation. Come to find out, dude was from the exact same area of Orlando I was, and we knew of each other back in the day. And this guy is the guy who manages Neo. He's the one that manages Tizo Touchdown right now. Like, I'm his first rapper. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's managed pop artists, Black Bear, shit like that.
Yeah.
So the whole ride there, we connect, and then I get to the spot, artist compound, big ass crib, where I ended up living at after signing. And then so I moved there, I go chill with him, then I go back to Ben's crib, and then, bro, 9 days later, I get a call talking about, you got labels. He sent the email directly to labels. The video, and then 9 days after, bro, I had 72 or 78 cents left in my bank account, bro. And then 9 days later, I get a call with people offering, Warner's trying to sign me. And he's like, 300 called, Sony called a lot of people, but Warner's like big dog, and they're trying to pay you a non-recoupable advance. I'm like, the fuck is that? There's like, they'll give you money not to sign with nobody. So I'm like, that I don't gotta pay back? And they're like, yup. So I'm like, all right. So nigga, 9 days later, I was signed to Warner, bro. You feel me? I went to the building. We talked about it. And then we talked about a dollar amount that they wanted to give me that I don't have to pay back. You feel me? I got $200K up front that I didn't have to pay at all back. You feel me? And then they gave me a $700,000 recording budget, which is, you know, if you want to know what that means or what that's for, if you don't know, we can get into that if you want to.
Yeah,
and then
let's do it.
They gave me $1 million production budget. So if you want to know what they are, I can explain to you.
Yeah. Break it down for us, man, for those that don't know.
So recording budgets are monies that the label give you to continue working or finishing your craft. That money does have to be paid back. But it's just because it's $700,000, like, it is a lot of money if you know what to do with it. But also, like, big artists, they use that money to get like big studios, you know, like like Meek Mill or Wale, niggas like that, Trippie Redd, they'll go get record plan and book it out the whole week. You know what I'm saying? And that's a $120K bill, you know what I'm saying? So that's how that money goes fast. But the label don't care. Say you use that money to pay off an apartment for a whole year. That's what, about 20 bands, 30 bands, right? You could do that and then buy studio equipment, put it in there, start an LLC, a studio, and then you can record yourself and bill yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you're gonna master a song, you still gotta go around to master it. So you don't really, you know what I mean? And that still costs 20 bands. And the person who mastered my shit is Jason Joshua, which I'm so lucky to even be cool with. He's the one that, I don't know if you know anything about Pro Tools.
I do.
Okay, you know the God Particle that came out?
Yeah.
That's my boy who made that. That's Jason Joshua.
That's fire, bro.
So that guy is, I got to meet him, bro. Like, that's who was mixing Hot Boy. That's who I, you know? And so that's how the recording budget money works. It's that $700K is for recording, traveling to record, just whatever, you know what I'm saying?
See, you like dropped a little gem though, bro. You talked about billing yourself, right? You got to be a little business savvy to understand that concept.
Yeah, that's where I got money stolen from me. That's how I lost money, because my manager my manager's partner, not Tabari, he had a partner. He ended up with my budget, where shit got fucked up, I won't lie, was I didn't know it was already available.
Mm-hmm.
So I was paying shit out of my 200K. Like all the shoes, everything I bought, like I could have just used the artist, put it under artist wardrobe bill. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. So my manager's partner was kind of eating off me without me knowing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
That's
I had
crazy,
told him
man.
that. I had told him that when I got signed, like, yo, if there's a way we could break bread and keep bread, let's do it. Don't do it behind my back. Like, don't be one of those managers. And it's funny because that car ride I told you from the airport up to Woodland Hills with Tabari was to go meet that guy, his partner. You want to know what's the first thing I said when I shook that man's hand?
What up?
I was like, you look like the guy that's going to steal from me. And he started laughing. And I didn't know. That's why we got to listen to our intuition, because right then and there, that shit came out as a joke, but because I didn't want to disrespect him. But why would that come out? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why would that be my first thought?
Yeah.
When I
you
see
just
somebody?
blankly said it.
And and then
that's
I
crazy,
didn't know that was really something I was worried about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a note there for the people. Listen to your gut. Don't ever go wrong. Same thing with my flight this morning, bro. The guy who booked me to record, you know, like right now, you know, I don't got all the money in the world right now. I'm chilling, but I don't got to go out my way to do shit. If you want to fly me out somewhere, you know, he ain't take care of the bag situation or the ride from the airport in Nashville to the studio I need to go to. So I just like, I'm not getting on the flight. Like, I'm not gonna, you know, when you do too much or like go against your gut, you lose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, and it was already a losing situation. Every dollar I had to spend from the airport up to Nashville, up to wait till this guy answered the phone, was gonna be out of my pocket. And why? You know what I'm saying? So if he's serious, just book another ticket. Ticket costs $200. You was about to pay me $2K for a feature. You take it out of my feature money, bro. Just forget it if you serious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway. So
I feel it, man.
And then the production budget, the $1 million, that's for videos, that's for features and shit like that.
I dig it, man. So going back to having 72 cents in your bank account and then getting a $200,000 check, what was that like for you, bro?
They actually wired it straight to my bank account. I had to open up a business account. My manager helped me with that. So they signed me under my own label.
That's crazy.
So it was a partnership. Yeah, it was a major record deal. I'm like one of the only people in Central Florida to get a major. The only difference between a major and a record deal is an A&R in between, like where you get signed off a Zoom meeting, not go to the building by yourself.
Yeah.
You know, where you got somebody in the middle that like takes a cut. I didn't have that. So they signed me under Swamp Posse Records through Local Trash Company. You feel me? So
that's crazy.
I was like,
man.
super protected. Yeah, I own all my publishing and everything. My manager taught me a lot. But how I felt, bro, nigga, I went to the bank, opened my shit, and then after I signed the deal, it took about a week to get the money. And then when it came, bro, I looked at my phone. I was sleeping, bro. And I looked at my phone and my bank account looked like Grand Theft Auto, bro. It took me 5 days to spend $1. I just didn't say nothing. I was just smoking. I was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And
that's crazy, man.
Finding balance in mixing and mastering can feel like chasing a moving target. Just when you think you nailed it, another detail emerges, pulling you right back into the process. That's where we come in. We mix and master with precision and purpose, fine-tuning every element until your music resonates with the story you want to tell. Let's make your sound unforgettable. You can tap in on all platforms at Fly Nonsense or flynonsense.com.
Finesse, baby.
To be real, knowing now, I should have came home as soon as I got paid. I should have listened to my gut, but I'm a people pleaser. You know what I'm saying? That was my problem.
Yeah.
I wanted to stick around. I should have got my own spot. I should have never tried to stay with I try to keep the team close, but they was like, yo, what you want to do? I was like, bro, I'm trying to work, so I'm trying to live with y'all, like stay as close as I can to y'all. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? Trying to catch flights from Florida to LA every week to record, bro. Like, I'd rather just stay around, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I felt crazy, bro. And then, shit, you know what happened after that? Nigga, that started swiping.
Yep.
started buying.
What was the first purchase?
I set my people's a big dollar amount. That was the first thing.
That's what's up, bro.
One of the other first things I did was one of our homies, Frenchies, got killed, and while I was out there, and then I put up like a few bands for his funeral costs, and then after that is when I went out. I was like first purchase. I don't know, Bud, shit like that. You mean like first like big purchase?
Yeah,
or,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what's the
Like
most expensive thing?
Like, yeah, most expensive thing you just like went and got.
Oh, the Air Forces, bro. I went and bought 3 pairs of the baby blue MCA Off-White Air Forces, bro. 2,900 each.
Damn.
Bro, I was just, because I love Air Forces. So everywhere I go, I hunt down Air Forces. Like I went to New York, get Air Force, like everywhere, every city I went or every place I went, I will walk in the store and see what Air Forces I don't got that I could get.
That's fire, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Murakami pillows, 60K pillows. So just I didn't do anything materialistic. Like I didn't go buy a bunch of designer. I didn't go make a chain. I didn't do none of that shit. I bought a car that I still got. I got an M340i, a Beamer. So yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, bunch of restaurants, bunch of parties, bunch of shit, drugs.
Hell yeah, man. I feel you, bro. How do you handle the pressures of social media and maintaining a presence online as an artist?
That's the thing I don't. And I think that's my problem for the way it is today, but I don't think it's a problem at all. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They had me doing the TikTok shit.
What do you mean?
I never really felt no pressure, to be real. It felt like a job, Like
what do you mean they had you doing the TikTok shit? Like they
I made a TikTok
TikTok?
dance for Hot Boy because Hot Boy went crazy on TikTok, and they just wanted me to be active on TikTok, and they already like I still have a Twitch partnership contract, and I could stream if I want and shit, but it's like it was a lot of things that it wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? That I didn't want to go with, and I know, looking at it now, I don't regret anything because the way I got signed, it was meant to be. So I shouldn't force nothing. You feel me? It's like,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I was just going off how I got signed, and a very important thing. My mentor that I met through my manager, Smart Times, his name is Jesse Corporal Wilson. This guy got like 40 platinum records, bro. This nigga worked with Biggie, Celine Dion. And this is the guy that was working with me and recording me on a daily basis while I was signed.
That's crazy.
So I was with a beast, bro. Like he was really training me in the studio, learning how to, control my tone, my vocal tones. Like I've done the most savage recording with this man. After recording with him, like there's no challenge for me in the studio. Like he put me through some shit. Like basically, like just.
What was some of the things that he put you through?
We did a 19-hour session on one song. I'm so used to working fast that I've never sat down and went super in depth on a song or had someone hear or want to, because when you're good at what you do, a lot of people just become yes men. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's people who respect what you do and think you could do better. And those are the hard people to find, the people who are going to tell you that. So one of the dopest, one of the craziest things we did was we did a 19-hour session on one song. So you record, so you know how I'm about to break this down on how it looks on Pro Tools.
Oh yeah.
So he made a beat on site. I came up with a record. I came up with the lyrics, right? He liked them. I finished the lyrics. Then and I never did that. Like, I would freestyle, but he's like, finish the lyrics first. We finish them. Then I go record. Bro, I did 40 takes of the first verse.
Wow.
Right? Then I did 40 takes of doubles. Then I did 40 takes of ad-libs. Then 40 takes of ad-lib doubles. Then 40 takes of highlights. And this is all the first verse. So yeah, so I did that with the hook and the next verse, and then he flew over the other hook. But But basically what he taught me was to be able to control my tone. Like I could go high as fuck, bro, or I could do like the in a world where one man, you know what I'm saying? Like I could, yeah, like, so he liked the hot boy tone. I walk up in this bitch like a hot boy. See, you feel me? Like he wanted, that was my thing. I record off energy. So I always record, like when someone sends me beats, I do not listen to them until I'm in the studio.
Yep.
And when I do, it's the first time I'm hearing it and it's already, the mic's on.
Yep.
So I'm used to working like that, you know what I'm saying? And so it's hard for me to go back and redo a song sometimes because I'm wasn't in the same energy. I might have been lit the night before when I freestyled that, and now I don't sound the same. I'm more in a calm. So he taught me how to be able to hone that character in any setting, no matter what.
Yeah.
You feel me? And so yeah, I saw him, like he would mix the track and he would take like the word fuck, right? One word fuck. He'll take like the fuck from take 18, then end it with the uck from take 27. Then double it with the foot from take 1 of the double, and then it's such a breakdown I've never seen. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
but I mean, working with different engineers and learning everybody's different, approaches to music, man, it just makes you a better artist because you're that versatile. Like when anybody comes into the studio, no matter how they work, you just kind of go with the flow. It doesn't break your creativity. You know what I mean? Yeah,
exactly.
No doubt. One thing I do want to talk about too, man. I know you had a relationship with XXX. I wanted to speak on how that came about. Rest in peace.
Yeah, damn, bro. The fucking homie. All right, so the first time I met him, he opened up for us. Did a Red Ruby show, Swamp Posse show, and X was opening for us. And then before we performed, I seen this kid, and this kid was fucking performing with no shirt and no fucking socks or shoes. I was like, this nigga is insane. So yeah, he was fire, bro. He had short black hair. I think he still went by Jose Onfroy at that time, because I don't remember knowing him as X then. And when he's done, we're getting on stage, we're in the back of the stage, he's like, yo, bro, Swamp Posse, I fuck with y'all heavy, blah, blah, SKYXXX, I know you, he knows Keys too, you feel me? That's when Keys' name was Keys XXX too. That's when we linked the first time. And Keys remained talking to him more than I did because of the age gap we had. But me and X always talk about, like, honestly, all our shit was always just me and him, you know what I mean? Like a dude that could attest to that would be Ryan. I don't know if you know Ryan. Hi, my name's Ryan. That's who I knew at first, was Ryan, X, and Ski Mask. Okay. That's the 3 people that I knew, and they were always together. And then so we would see each other now and then, slapbox every now and then. We had a show we were gonna do with Swamp Posse and him in October called Hollow Scream here in Orlando, but then he got locked up for that shit with that girl. And then he came out with the Drake thing. Remember once he came out, he was already blown up because of the Drake shit.
Yeah.
So he returned the money to my brother because my brother was booking the show. He returned double. He's like, my bad, I got locked up, I couldn't do the show, but it's up now. So we always talked about a lot. Like, he had a lot of plans for Orlando. Like, a lot of people don't know that. He had a lot of shit he wanted to do with us out here. Because if you ain't know, he came out here and got introduced to my niggas, and he used to come to Level 11 in Kissimmee and shit like that, where John Zoe was at, where Max P shot gang at. So I was kind of one of the people who put that whole thing together at that studio. And so yeah, I knew spoke to him one or few times after he was already signed, and he would go crazy, and then what happened, But yeah.
What's one of the ways that you stay out of self-doubt and overcome creative blocks whenever they do come about, if they come about?
I think self-doubt is what doesn't create a creative block.
Mm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Having doubt, like everybody, that's one thing I'm gonna tell you. Like, there's shit we know, yeah. Like, oh, this will work or this will work as artists, you know what I'm saying? But I can pretty much guarantee you, you're not an artist if you don't doubt yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
So I don't know if that makes sense. Like,
nah, it
you know
does.
what I mean? Like,
it does, 100%.
and then creative blocks, I think, come from just needing to find yourself still and knowing what do you really want to do the most. That's what I feel.
What do you do in those moments to where you feel like you got to find yourself?
I really rarely have those, to be honest. I'm having that moment now, but not with my creativity, it's with my life.
Yeah, yeah.
But with creativity, nah, bro, like there was no way I couldn't record, you know? Like, bro, my brother could pass away, I could still go to the studio. Something's gonna happen. That was my safe place. That was where I could say anything, you know?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That just really became all I know, you know?
100%. Now, one thing I want to ask you, man, if you could say anything to your younger self, what would it be and why?
Listen to your gut and love yourself a little more than you loved everybody else.
That's powerful.
And I will tell that because of the way I feel about everything now. Like, you know, like I said, I made it real for me. I know it's real. Like, to me, it's like, if I want to get in the tennis court or not now. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. But also the amount of loss, my boy, the amount of pain, the amount of betrayal, friendships, and how like alone the shit could leave you without being prepared for it is why I would tell my younger self that.
Join the conversation. We're looking for artists, producers, and brands with a story to tell, ready to make an impact into the world and help inspire the people listening. Be a guest, be a sponsor, be a part of the movement. Just reach out. Let's build together. You can find me at Fly Nonsense on all platforms or flynonsense.com. Let's get it.
Finesse, baby.